Welcome to Beyond Love, a space to meet desire. Aleida Heinz here. I love my partner, but I feel nothing. I hear this statement almost every day in my practice. I love my partner, but I feel no desire. What's wrong? What happens is this. The mind, the place where desire is organized and felt, is probably overwhelmed or distracted. Too much familiarity, too much stress, too much doing and doing. The mind stops creating erotic images, fantasies, curiosity, because it's too busy thinking about everything but erotic connection. Probably thinking all day long about work, family, friends, being more productive, healthier, a better person, but almost never about being a better lover or about sexual pleasure or fantasies. As a result, the erotic mind goes quiet, so desire feels dead. A lot of couples come to see me every single week. They usually sit on opposite end of the couch. Often, all of them are married for years, have children, have no sex for months, even years. One male client told me, I feel like a roommate with a shared calendar. I try to hug her, she stiffens. I reach for her at night, and she pushed me away. I don't want to pressure her, but I start feeling kind of rejected all the time. Her response to that was, and it's a very typical response. I am not doing it on purpose. I love him. I love my husband, but I don't want to avoid him. But when he touched me, my body shuts down. I think about dinner the next day, my emails, work, our kids, not about having sex. I feel tired, not turned on. Then I feel guilty, and that makes me feel horrible. I usually ask to them, how do you feel when your partner is very close to you? The answer is almost always pressure. That's what many people identify with, pressure and expectations. The problem is not about love. The problem is almost always about that the erotic mind has been slowly replaced by a performance mindset. The erotic mind has been slowly replaced by a performance mindset. Days full of roles. The good mother, the good father, the good professional, good daughter, good wife, good husband, good friends. Always responsible, always working, never off duty. By the time they go to bed, there is no space left for play, for pleasure, for curiosity, novelty, or just togetherness. Touch doesn't feel like an invitation. It feels like another task, more work. Let's see, the solution. The solution is not that complicated. If the erotic mind is where desire begins, then the solution is very simple. We must train the mind to think erotically again. And no, this is not about watching porn. It's not about pornography or about trying harder. It is about creating mental conditions to access desire. So we first need to reawaken the erotic mind. Desire begins in the erotic mind here. and is powered by erotic brain circuits that link emotion, memory, imagination, and meaning into erotic energy. And when the erotic system shuts down, desire feels inaccessible. So that's the path to desire, creating mental conditions to access desire again. So how we do this? Okay. First, number one, take sexual activities off the table for a while so that every touch doesn't feel like a demand. Separating affection from sex. Affection and sex. Learning affectionate behavior first, including affectionate touch only, until both of you feel completely comfortable. Number two, internal awareness. Internal awareness, creating sensual micro moments to reawaken the erotic mind, like, for instance, doing small things every day, like a different fragrance, remember sensual moments, listen to soft, sensual, maybe romantic music, a slow shower with awareness, being present, feeling the water running all over your body, making bubbles and imagining something sexy, something hot. Think about sex. This is very important. Please think about sex, any type of sexual activity or erotic activity that you prefer, for at least 10 seconds a day, then 5 minutes, then 10 minutes a day, with the purpose of enjoying erotic moments by yourself. So, letting the mind imagine your partner as a man, as a woman, as a lover, recreating your erotic mind. Okay? Number three, external attention with intention. Yes, external attention with intention. Look at your partner for 3 seconds without speaking. Just notice. Notice his face or her face, her voice, their hands, their legs, whatever you prefer. Just be there, present, looking, exploring. If we stop noticing, the erotic mind stops imagining. A stressed mind cannot access desire. So, one slow breath. 1 minute alone every day. 1 moment without no task, no pressure, no expectations. This is no meditation. No, this is no meditation. It is giving your erotic mind oxygen. Desire grows in a stress, anxious, free mind. So pay attention to that. Remember, free mind. And number 4, play together. Play together. Desires need play. As I said in episode 5, not sexual play, but mental play. Start easy. A joke, a tease, a spark, moment of lightness. Play wakes up the same neural pathways as erotic imagination. When we stop playing, the erotic mind goes numb. When we play again, desire returns every single time. As we feel more and more comfortable, as we feel more and more connected, we start introducing erotic games. Remember the erotic games that I mentioned before? Yes. You can find them in my book, The 7 Erotic Languages. So you can find some erotic games with more sensual touch, longer kisses, and able to express erotic desire. This space for you both to express erotic desires. So we go from affection to more erotic behavior to sexual expressions. So I ask people who wants to increase desire to start working on affection and emotional intimacy, the foundation first, then awareness and attention to sensuality and more erotic intention, leading to a deeper connection so that they can finally enjoy sexual intimacy. What is the result of all of that? Okay, well, people usually comment after working for weeks, sometimes months. They comment the following, almost all of them. Something weird is happening. That's what they say. Something weird is happening. For the first time in a long time, I miss them. I want my partner. I find myself kind of looking and thinking about kissing them again instead of worrying about expectations or performance. I truly want to be in bed with them again. I feel like having sex. That's kind of usually what they say. Like, I feel like having sex again. And I think this is pretty nice. I love that. People don't suddenly become wild, spontaneous lover overnight. No. The mindset needs to be redirected from avoidance to curiosity, from pressure to pleasure, to a choice. Erotic desire begins to show up in flashes, small, not as something demanded from the outside, but something growing from the inside. That's what happened when the erotic mind starts to wake up again. Hot moments where people stop performing and begins to feel each other, to imagine, to be alive. Desire doesn't happen to you. It happens inside of you. Real desire is not something you wait for. Desire is something you access in your erotic mind, here, in your erotic mind. And once the erotic mind wakes up, the body follows every single time. So all we need is the psychology of attention, imagination, and emotional space. It is not about age or time. It is about awareness. Desire is waiting, yes, either if you are in a relationship or not. It's waiting for you. Love sustains us, but desire keeps us alive. Thank you for listening. Next Sunday, episode 8. So stay with me and always find me and reach me in my website, AleidaHeinz.com. Thank you.